Today is my last day at eBay. Here, I will take you along.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. Everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind.
I want to share with you 5 observations I made in the past 5 years that helped me to make the decision today.
Last team meeting, oh my god, cannot believe this.
And all these 5 observations were something that blew my mind. So if you stay patient and watch this entire video, it might save you 5 years to realize the following 5 points.
Oh, thank you.
Now that I look at product design as a career as someone who's already in it, I can see that the floor is high, but the ceiling is low. The floor is high, meaning that as soon as you get to be a product designer in a large tech company, you have good salary. Why do you think I'm quitting? Not because I don't get paid enough, but because I saved enough money to fund my own business. So if you are an architect, if you work in the service industry, graphic designer, you will find that product design is something that gives you a better work-life balance and pay you more. But the ceiling is low. The ceiling is low in terms of if you want to work for a big tech company and then rise to the top. If you compare the number of VP of design to the number of VP in product and engineering, you can see that the percentage of designers who actually rise to VP level, it's so slim. And even if you rise to VP level, today people still kind of expect you to do visual design. But the thing is that design has evolved so much from visual design to user experience design to product design. It's a little bit scary.
Thank you, y'all. Let's keep in touch on LinkedIn.
And if you go even one step higher to look at the number of CEOs with a design background, Brian Chesky is the only person. And it's not because he rise himself from a designer to CEO, it's because he started his company Airbnb. That's why he's the CEO. I look at this and I think about, if one day I become a design leader, what do I want to be? I just feel like the current structure of these organizations, unless it's Airbnb, it doesn't support me that much. It taught me so much, but when I look at the top, I can see the end coming, and I don't like that end. My team, they are so cute and nice. They literally went around the meeting room and then shared a gratitude to me, and I almost cried. I wanted to respond, but I don't want to cry, so I was just like, thank you. Oh my god, this is, I loved everyone I worked with at eBay. Now it's hitting me hard, you know? Anyways, I have like a meeting coming up soon, and then I need to finish up a project. There's some new edge cases that came out at the last day of my work, but still, as a responsible product designer, I'm gonna work through all those edge cases and get it done. Yep. And then I will leave. I moved to a bigger room and I'm going to have a meeting with my PM. But before that, the second observation is about innovation. Hello! I'm 25 years old. I'm at this interesting stage where, you know, if I don't want to start a company now, then when? I don't have anything to lose right now, so I feel like if I want to start something, it's gonna be now. Oh, but that wasn't my point. My point is about innovation. I've never seen technology growing faster than today.
Good, I see a lot of comments. Let's try to go through them.
ChatGPT, it blew my mind. And with all this AI coming up, with Apple Vision Pro, together with Web 3.0, there's going to be a huge innovation that completely shifts almost everything. Just like how the internet shifts what we will be working on today, you know? The VPs at eBay, those VPs at Amazon, their generation, they built this Web 2.0. They made e-commerce industry possible. But what about my generation, you know? What is the thing that we're gonna build? Technically, my channel is supposed to just tell you about how to do design. But I want to be very responsible and tell you that if you want to become the next generation of design leader, you can't just learn design. And right now, I think the most important thing to understand is content economy. I'll say that again, content economy. What are you watching right now? YouTube. What are you going to open next? Instagram. Next, LinkedIn. Next, Twitter. And what are all these? Content. Yeah, these are tech companies, but these are tech companies that do content. And I believe with Web 3.0, it will enable content creators to monetize in a different way and content viewers to view content and make money at the same time. And that will change everything. It will be similar to how the e-commerce industry changed how we buy stuff. But with content economy, it will support a huge group of creators, designers, and artists. And I still can't quite imagine what that will be like. Maybe I shall just rename this video as 5 years of overthinking. I just finished my last call with the PM and content designer. They are so brilliant, they are so smart, they are also so friendly, so I will really miss working with them for real. Oh my god. And it's so funny because for the entire 1 hour we figure out 7 edge cases and literally design on the spot so that I can wrap up the project with them. I am so glad that I finished all my Q2 projects so that I didn't live with any guilt. And I still don't feel that much that this will be my last time in this meeting room, in this building, with this laptop. It's so difficult to process. You don't feel it because you're still doing the designs, you know? Oh, hi! I'm going to miss this room and sitting here because I feel like a boss. Oh, but I am a boss now. The third observation I want to share is about international market. I love Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley changed my life. There's a reason that so many innovation and tech companies come from Silicon Valley. But I do believe that things are going to change. There's a big problem of Silicon Valley companies is that whenever you are here, you start to adapt to this mindset of US first, English first. I'm a Chinese. I spent 15 years in Beijing, China. And then I came to eBay and then I started to work at this advertising product, right? I've worked on this new project for 3 months, designing every day, and not for a single second have I considered how would this design look in Chinese. Not for a single second. Because the persona that I thought about is a United States American seller. But do you know what happened? After I plug in my UB key, which I'm going to do it later, and then see the data, most sellers who are using that product came from Greater China, GC. Oh my god! And that's when I realized that even if you are international, you come to the Silicon Valley, you start to work here, you also start to adapt to this mindset that English first, US first, and you forget about your root. You forget about, oh, the point of coming here is so that I can design things for international audience. You know, you just forget because you got plugged into this environment. And then for that second, I was so shocked. I am a Chinese for this entire time. I could have think about the Chinese translation of the product. I just didn't do it. After that project, I will always think about how will this project look if it's in Chinese? How will this project look if it's in German? So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that there's still a lot of innovation and resources in the Silicon Valley, but this English first mindset, it's such a dangerous thing in the Silicon Valley that it might kill itself because developing countries are rising so fast. The most subscribed city of my channel is Lagos, Nigeria. I think the second most subscribed is Bangalore, India. I've been to Bangalore, I know why. I've never been to Lagos, so I want to go and see. But as someone who grew up from China, I know how fast things can go. My family is from China and my grandmother's generation. When she gave birth to my mom, her budget for giving birth was $1 USD, $1. She literally gave birth to my mom in Inner Mongolia with a $1 budget. And she still did it. And my mom's generation, she studied English and the opportunities were everywhere. She lived in Shanghai, so she can make a shit ton of money because she spoke English. And in my generation, I can move literally to any country that I want and then study there and do business there. And then I thought about it and then I got more confused because if you put it in one way, there's so much hard work that my family put into in order for me to be able to stay in the United States. But if I look at it at the other angle, there's so much opportunities international-wise that if I stay here, I will be missing out. So if I really want to think long-term, I really want to plug myself in the middle of the international market, not a US market. So I really want to help to bring out and nurture the next generation of design leaders. The next generation of design leaders will be international endeavors. I want to be part of that process to make that happen. Grabbing some free food for the last time. The next observation or thought is on future of work. You see how little people is in the office today? 3 years ago, it'll be full of people. The reason that they are not here is because the pandemic, as horrible as it is, but it did speed up the future of work and made people realize that a lot of time we don't have to come to the office to work. We'll also start to work from a more flexible schedule. And I thought to myself, what do I want my future of work to be? And I want a 4 days work week. Because if you look at the number of days we need to be working versus the number of days we are living, we work, 5 days and then leave 2 days? Why? I'm born to be living, I'm not born to be working. Gosh, I'm so Gen Z. Yeah, I'm so Gen Z. Also, I believe the future business structure will be very different from today. Before, you hire as many people as possible to work for you as a factory worker, right? But today, you can hire international teams with like 100 people or 20 people or 10 people. You can build something dramatic. Let me just tell you this. Last week, I was at Config, and then this 1-year-old company, Diagram, 1-year-old, built by 5 people, got sold to Figma. 5 people. So I think tomorrow business size is going to be smaller and smaller, but the impact is going to be larger and larger because there will be channels that can help your company to reach billions of people. And there will be artificial intelligence that can help you to do work that used to require thousands of hours of human labor. And just think about what you can do, right? The more I think about it, the more I feel like, yeah, maybe I should quit. And finally, specifically for the e-commerce market. My opinion is very neutral, right? I think e-commerce helped us so much, but at the same time, it also brought a lot of environmental problems. I felt like since the rise of e-commerce industry, my life has started to full of clutters because this industry has made buying so much easier than before. And I also saw my closet start to full of things that I never need. That's why you see that the entire last year, I only wear one color, which is red from top to bottom. It's not a personal branding, it's literally my rule. Every year, I wear one color. This year is beige. This is different because it's an eBay shirt, so today is an exception. But literally every day this year, all my outfit is beige color. It helped me to save so much money, so much time. But what I'm trying to say is that buying stuff today, it's so easy. But selling, on the other hand, it's easier than before, but it's still significantly more complex than buying stuff. And then I used to think that, if I buy a lot of stuff, as long as I sell it, it's kind of still like a good deal. But then I tried selling stuff and I realized, oh my God, you have to put so much work into these. You need to weigh the thing, you need to give description to the thing, you need to give a price to the thing, you need to communicate to the buyer. Sometimes you don't have the right box, you need to buy a new box, and then sometimes the buyer returns it to you. So working in the e-commerce industry definitely helped me to think a lot about how we as human beings connect with stuff that we own. And I think today, it's not that healthy. Yeah, so that's another reason I think I don't want to spend that much time in the e-commerce industry anymore. My opinion is still very neutral on it. I just feel like it's time to explore my own route. And if not now, then when? With that being said, I will announce that I'm going full-time on my own company, Aliena Tsai LLC, also doing business as Aliena Design LLC. And this company will nurture the next generation of design leaders. This company will be international, it will be new, it will be something that the world has never seen before.
Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would